Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash the subscribe button, turn on the notification so you get notified each time I upload. And please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all, and I want to say a very big thank you to every one of you for always coming through, always coming back to watch my videos, subscribing. You all are super awesome. Thank you all so much. So actually, this is about a video. This is a video a white woman made, and she was like, "I am gonna ask this question to my black people," and she was actually asking question about proximity to blackness. And people were kind of telling her that being proximity to blackness doesn't mean a person can be or isn't racist, right? And usually some people saying this are kind of racist, and they will kind of tokenize their family too. You know what? I am just gonna roll this video, and then I will come back to talk about it. And you know what? Let me all know what you think about this in the comment section. So straight up, let me roll the
talk. So I have a question for black people, and this is a legit question. I'm not trying to be sarcastic or snotty to anyone. I really want to know how y'all feel about this, because I have hesitated replying to some of these people because I don't know how black people feel about it, and I really would like to know. So on my viral post and on some of my other posts where I talk about white women needing to do the work, I've had white women come on the post and say, "I was raised by a black woman. I was raised in a black community. I am married to a black man. I have biracial children," or some version of all of the above, right? Anyway, there is a comment about their proximity to blackness, that they were, they married into, or that they were raised around black people. So they don't say they're not racist per se, but that feels like the intent. And they say, I don't feel this way because of this. I know that when you're a white woman, you shouldn't say, "I'm not a racist." And the reason I'm not a racist is because I have black friends. So to me, it sort of gives that feel. But I may be being harsh, because maybe y'all see it differently. Maybe you see that if a white person was truly raised in a black space, or that they married into a black space, or married a black man and became part of a black space, that changes them, or that shows something about them, that that they're not racist, that they have done the work. I don't know, but I really am just curious to know how y'all feel about this, because I usually don't reply to those comments because I don't want to be insensitive. Sometimes I will say, "Great, good for you. I hope that you are using your proximity to blackness to educate other white women about how to be better white women." And I sort of just leave it at that. But really, seriously, I would honestly like to know how y'all feel about that. What you feel about white women who say that they don't feel the way, that they don't feel jealous, that they don't feel fear, blah, 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 whatever, because they have been raised or married into black spaces. So let me know in the comments. Thanks.
So this is actually like, a great conversation, but I am going to say that being raised by a black person or being around black person still doesn't mean that someone cannot be racist a black person. I don't know if you get what I am saying. So this is what I feel. Some say this all the time. Like I hear a lot of people say this. I've got black friends and all that. So I can't be racist. But these kind of people are like, so racist. You know what? Stay close to the screen. Let me roll the stitches, and so we hear what people got to say about this, and we definitely will come back to talk about it. And absolutely, I want to read all you got to say about this. So straight up, let's get into it.
So I have a question for black people, and this is a legit question. I'm not trying to be sarcastic or snot.
Okay, please, as a quick reference or to get a full context of what's being discussed here, refer to the original video. Okay, white women in their proximity to blackness, to black community. Let's clear this up once and for all. If a white woman decided in the South, and I'm representing Memphis, Tennessee, or Mississippi. If a white woman happens to marry a black man in those areas, because I can only speak where I'm from. The only access or proximity that she has is to that black man that she decided to marry or date or have relations with or children with. The community, no. The community is going to respect his choice of woman, okay, and his children, different things like that. But as far as, because she married a black man, she now has full access to black women and all this other stuff, that's a myth. I don't know where this is happening, but it's definitely not happening in Memphis, Tennessee. It's not happening in certain parts of Mississippi. So the only access a white woman has is to the person she's dealing with. If they on here saying, well, look, I was raised by a black woman, that's who her relationship is with. That's who her proximity. That's right there. It does not give you access to the full community. And matter of fact, I've never seen, and I'm 49, I've never seen or heard such foolishness until this app. Okay, all the disrespect and this, that, and other coming up in Memphis in the 70s and 80s. That white woman knew she couldn't disrespect a black woman, whether it was his mother, his sister, ex, somebody he was dealing with in addition to, dealing with her. She knew she couldn't do that. So I didn't really understand, and I still don't understand where all this is coming from. But like I said, representing my city, you know what I'm saying? Representing my area, representing my community where I'm from. No, ma'am. Absolutely not. Yeah, so I don't know where all this other stuff is coming from. She only have that proximity to the individual, the black individual she is dealing with. Okay? So that's a lie. Stop lying. Stop trying to justify the reason to be disrespectful to a black woman and to the community. Never have I seen a white woman in Memphis dating a black man get comfortable to use the N-word. None of that.
Well, whatever, because they have been raised or married into black spaces.
First, y'all go watch her entire video. And some of y'all about to unfollow. I'm fine with it. How I personally feel about it, and I come from a very varied background. I'm a firm believer that by injection does not make you black. And for some strange reason, that is a growing theme among white women who do black men. And you hear, my husband's black, my kids are black, and I still hear you in the store saying racist shit to those kids. I have two people very close to me who their black father died, and their mother ended up with a white man after that, after she became a widow, and ended up living amongst their white family. They really had very little contact with their black family, and that was due to their new stepfather. That was something he wanted to establish. And the kids were very fair-skinned, but they had grown up for like 9 years interacting with their dad's side of the family. Anyway, both sides, their parents' family and mom's side of the family, called them all kinds of things. If given the opportunity to date. And neither one of them have anything to do with any of those people. I'm saying this to say that I don't care how close you are to blackness. You can watch struggles every day when we all put our pants on one leg at a time. And when the rubber meets the road, most of the time the people who can say, well, so-and-so is black, this is black, that's black, all those are black, will choose their privilege when the kitchen get hot. We don't share this story outside my family, but I feel like in this instance I should. My uncle was dating this white girl when he was a teenager, and he and I are only 2.5 years apart. And I remember my granddad, he brought her home. He was bringing her in late at night, and my granddaddy was asleep on the sofa. He got up. My uncle made it to the back, and my granddaddy called him. And he said, if you don't get that white girl out of my house. He didn't even finish the sentence.
All right, this is all we got from the stitches. And yeah, like I said before, being proximity to Black people does not mean that the person cannot be a ray. And yeah, this is what I think. And and some people actually use that opportunity. Now, let me tell you something, because there are some videos that have already reacted. Like some people that are like people that live around Black community, or probably were raised by a Black person, or probably got married to, they use that opportunity to like do some nasty things to Black people, or say some nasty things, and then come back to tell you that I can't be raped and said because I've got a Black kids, or I am married to a Black person. You can be, even being married to a Black person, even being having kids, Black kids, you can still be raped, and some of them end up being raped and said to their kids. Anyway, this is where I'm gonna call it a day. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. I absolutely appreciate you all, and see you all in my next video. Bye for now.